To be more. Do you have those weeks when you just feel like you have worked so much and nothing has really resulted in anything? I had one of those weeks. This is weekly recap and let's get into this video. When I say results, I mean like getting equal results out of how hard you have worked on your stuff. Maybe it is just my impatience in a sense. There are some results that have come from this week that has carried on from the previous week. If you haven't watched that video, you can, I will link it in a card. So let's start by recapping the previous week, which is I have received a response on the NDA stuff, which allowed me to continue with my portfolio progression. And I actually managed to get one of the portfolios together to actually show around, show to potential clients. Also, I had applied for a few jobs around, which I found would be a great fit for me, even though I know this is aimed at becoming a freelancer. I applied for one job on Sunday. We'll see. I know it's not enough to get a job. You usually have to apply for so many. And it is a numbers game. I will continue putting some effort towards that, but I also want to continue with building the awareness of who I am as a designer. And that's something I want to like be my priority, but also making sure I can pay all my bills on time. So in terms of organization, this week I have really dived into working out what my ideal week is. And one of the things that I really focused on was to structure the week based on my working patterns. And what I mean by that is I try to get all the most difficult stuff out at the beginning of the week and sort of letting the ball roll as Friday approaches. The reason for that is because I also structure my whole working day the way that all the most difficult tasks are at the beginning of the day. As my energy depletes over day, I can just focus on something that is more creating like 3D projects or like editing, where I don't have to really talk with anyone or engage. I'm a morning person. I have actually achieved quite a lot, even though like maybe results doesn't show that. I have got a little bit into routine, like recording regularly, editing regularly. Also, I have been writing some posts for LinkedIn so I can start getting the ball rolling. On the marketing side of things, I have been working really hard on my social platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn and Instagram. Those are three main platforms where I have been working hard to grow my audience and grow the awareness of the design stuff that I'm doing. On the subject of content that I have consumed, I have been consuming a lot of content on Ali Abdaal's channel about growing your YouTube channel, because I have dabbled with the idea of YouTube channel for last year. And I have obviously put some content here, and I hope to continue growing this and getting more opportunities this way. I also have been reading a lot of posts on LinkedIn. I will be leaving those in the description below for your interest as well, mainly on how to get started, because to be honest, like it's very difficult to get the ship moving, and it's a lot of insecurities and fears that comes with it, especially putting yourself out there. I will be honest, I feel a little bit cringe doing this at the moment, but I hope my confidence grows over time. Fingers crossed that changes. And another thing that I have been reading is this. Actually, hold on, we are back. I have been reading this book. It's a very short book. It is called Eliminate Negative Thinking by Derek Howell. I don't know, I hope I'm not butchering the name. Yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of post-it notes. I like to take notes on what I'm reading to sort of remind myself, summarizing in one sentence to remember a little bit better. I have been reading it quite slowly, not gonna lie, it has taken me a little bit of time. It's talking a lot about like cognitive distortions that we have. I actually really could relate with one. It's called Heaven's Reward Fallacy. Sounds quite religious, but it's not really about that. It's about how we sometimes try to make sacrifices and hoping that later on it will be rewarded. And once we are met with that our sacrifices are not really rewarded, we sort of develop a resentment. I'm very now aware of this. I didn't know about this thing before, so like that's a great value that I have gained this week as well by reading this book. If you have any good book recommendations besides Atomic Habits, it is on my reading list. I will get to it at some point as well. And now let's talk a little bit about the outputs of this week. As I mentioned at the beginning, I have applied for a job that I found a good fit for me. Let's see if I will get a response on that. Another thing that, as I mentioned as well, I have been working hard on my social platforms to start to get the ball rolling. I understand that at the beginning my content won't be the most well produced and well written, but we all start somewhere. And this is my way of starting somewhere and trying to think what I can improve with each of the posts or each video. Just trying to get better at everything, small thing at a time. So the goal for this week, my previous goal was to get over a fear of reaching out. Still haven't got over that. Still working on that. But this week I want to set a little bit more measurable goal, and that is to reach out to 10 potential clients, which includes research, trying to find which companies would be the best fit for what I'm doing. That's one. Two would be to research what people are working there. You have to reach to a person, not to a whole company, to have the best chance of getting response. And also writing outreach email. This is probably going to be taking quite a bit of time as well, same as research. Research probably will be the biggest part of the time I will be spending. Understand what could be their potential problem that I can solve. It's probably going to be like quick surface level research and then going in the depth with each of the companies. This is the main goal for the week ahead. If you're here to follow me this very messy journey, subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next one. Bye.